Hang on. Okay. Whoa. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hi everyone. We're back for monthly mindset.
Yes.
Yeah. We just talking about it. We can't remember what our last episode was.
No, that's how bad our minds are. That we just have no idea. Recollection.
Summer holidays, August, and holidays.
Yeah.
Brain's a bit frazzled, Simon. As I said, I had a bit of a long drive and still haven't got over it.
Well, again, going back to time, that's the thing. Time's funny in the summer holidays. And when you were a kid, you remember this? When you were a kid, you were kind of,
oh man, that
you had months off.
Go on for ages, and then it seemed to get shorter and shorter and shorter.
And the sun was always shining. I was always out on my bike.
Yeah, climbing trees.
Always climbing trees.
Ramping over people.
Yeah. And funny enough, those statements are something that I'd like to talk about.
Brilliant. What episode are we on anyway? Episode 6.
Episode 6.
And today we're just kind of having a chitty chat, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to talk. I'd like to talk about something that I was talking to with a very good friend of mine, Emma Stubbings from Emma Jane Coaching. Plug, you owe me, Emma.
All right, we'll tag you in.
Tag you in, definitely. And that is about the language we use.
Yep.
And the funny thing is that we generally say things like always, never, everyone, somebody, anybody, nobody. And we always use these kind of stock words and we just use it as a throwaway language. But what that does to our brains is that it then sort of locks us into a particular mindset.
Yes.
So, I always do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never do that.
Yeah.
Those key words will sit and lock us in there as well.
Yeah.
So my challenge to everyone, and to you as well, is to start recognising the words you use.
Yeah.
Because those words have, as we all know, words of immense power. Yeah,
they do. Yeah.
So if we're saying we never do something, I'll never be able to do that.
Yeah.
This.
I can't.
I hate the word can't. It doesn't exist in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
Can't.
Impossible.
Shouldn't. Wouldn't. Could. All
Maybe.
of those. Yeah. Adopt. You need to adopt.
What's it? Tony Robbins says someday.
Adopt Yoda.
Someday. You're going to go and live on Someday Isle.
Yeah. Someday.
Someday
I'll
do that.
Another one we always say is that don't should all over me.
Yeah.
Come and should all over my place.
Yeah, don't should all over yourself.
But we need to be a bit more like Yoda. Do or do not.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no try.
Yeah. I just remember the post. I'm gonna go off on one, but it was everything that Star Wars taught me. It had all the things like that. Yoda sayings, Yoda quotes, just general within that. But it was something like that's quite cool to have on the wall.
Yeah.
Maybe not in your lounge, but anyway, the point is this: it's something that can remind you of when it's happening.
So again, this is a bit of an NLP term as well. We talk about deletions, distortions, and generalizations. And again, that's coming back to that language we use about I always do something, I never do something.
So this is quite a big task then. So would it be best to obviously you got to be quite aware of when it's happening, and as soon as
all the time, all the time you got to be aware.
Yeah, and you're going to say it so it's not like, oh no, I just said I can't, or I just said maybe. It's being aware and then correcting it, I guess, and then you'll just slowly start to reprogram. But would you focus on one word at a time until let's say you're always saying always, and you want to cut down on this one. So would you focus on that word first, or is it no? I focus on the more, and I'm just going to be a lot more aware of it.
I think once you've got that awareness in place, that's the time when you can start jarring those thoughts and beliefs as well. Because don't forget, a lot of this language is around our beliefs.
Yeah.
So they kind of, this language patterns reinforce our beliefs as well. So again, we get all our cues, most of our cues from people in authority and parents and things like that. So if we're getting those cues like, oh, you can never do something. Yeah. Or you'll always do that wrong.
I think in a position of authority or a leader, you pick up on it with coaching anyway. Because if you're coaching someone, let's say even with martial arts, for example, the coaching that you're doing, people are saying that quite a lot. Yeah. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, it's too hard. Yeah. So you've got to be quite mindful of that because you're coaching them, but you've got to remember that's coming into you a little bit.
Well, I mean, the other thing as well is when we're doing coaching, so that we have some nice little questions that we can do, which can start to just unloosen the nuts on some of these beliefs that are holding us back. So if somebody's saying, that always happens to me, you can then, simple question.
Always do this.
Always?
Can't always do something.
Every time it happens to you? Yeah. Do you know a time when it hasn't happened to you?
So this is beneficial within many areas, even like with communication between relationships and stuff. Because when I say relationship, can be work, friendship, loving partner, but it's being mindful of parents,
as well.
mindful of, as a parent, definitely, what we put in children. If we say, oh, you always do this, well, don't always do that. That is impossible, right? Well, maybe not, I don't know.
Is it impossible?
But it's more to be mindful of, how we're saying that. Sometimes that's a little bit different than always.
Sometimes, absolutely.
On occasion.
And there are times when I haven't.
Yeah, exactly.
Done so and so,
exactly.
or been that way.
Yeah.
So it's really important. But I think the key message for this takeaway is that when you start recognizing some of these words that lock us into those beliefs, then we, like I said, we can start jarring that, start undoing the nuts on those.
So would you recommend we have an alternative word that is a bit more empowering that we're going to replace? So instead of always, I would say.
Yeah, well, do you know what? Even if you said
try, instead of trying, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, try never happens. Try is, we know try is ethereal. It's a piece of mist.
I think things like try and maybe is like us saying, oh well, maybe I'll do this, or I'll try and do this. It's because we as humans we don't want to fail. We feel quite embarrassed by failure or not getting it, or it didn't work out, and it's also sometimes it's a bit of a backup to say, well, I'll try and lose weight, or
you'll never do it.
You'll never do it. But it's like saying, oh, you don't really believe, or you're not fully committed to that. You might think you are, but you're not. 100% you're not. It's like, no, I'm going to lose this.
Well, again, don't forget, don't be just because you haven't tried something doesn't mean you're going to fail at it.
No, exactly, and it might just be it
Nobody
don't
knows.
work out.
You don't know.
It's just that method wasn't the right method for you.
Exactly,
But because I tried. Try again.
Then
try harder.
What you did
try
was
some
fail.
more.
But I mean, and funny what you say about failure. So I mean, so I love failure.
Yeah.
I think failure is brilliant. It's the best teacher ever. The problem is that with failure, people look at failure as a negative thing and go, "Oh, I'm not going to do that again."
Yeah.
Now, for me, failure is just a way of saying, "Do you know what? I haven't found the right way of working that yet. Through yet."
Yeah.
That's all it is for me.
Yeah.
So I don't look at it as a negative.
Yeah.
It's a learning lesson for me.
Yeah.
And again, that comes back to one of my core principles: is that we're all here to learn from every experience that we get.
And I suppose if you go off again, but it's not a failure because you've improved.
Exactly. Yeah. Because you know what hasn't worked.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
the best thing,
you know what didn't work, or it might be, let's say you wanted to achieve something by a certain date. Okay, you didn't achieve it on that date, but you're damn sight closer than what you was.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's just more, okay, I just need to tweak something here. It's not failure, it's more information of, okay, I need to just change my approach on something. And I work that a little bit more.
It's a stage I've got to that I know I just need to just adjust the course slightly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
so
1%.
That's what it is. Exactly, 1%.
Yeah.
1%
change.
Who was that? Who said that?
Well, for me, it's Tony Robbins again. So, but probably most coaches on that area really.
Yeah.
So we went off a little bit there, but the main thing is just being is self-awareness of everything and being mindful of what we're saying to ourselves and what we're saying to others.
Yeah.
And how we.
And again, like I said, as soon as you start recognising some of those patterns, and that's the takeaway. Start recognising the ones that you say to yourself all the time, every single day. It's
a formula, it's all like a recipe. So if you think that recipe of negative, negative words or not empowering words, should I say? See, I did it there. I thought. So that recipe is what's can set us up for maybe the things that we don't want. We want not getting the things we want, but have the recipe ready for the things that you do want for that success.
Absolutely, yeah.
It does work. It does work. I know I was quite a negative. I had quite a negative mindset, in my opinion. Not majorly. Mm-hmm. But it was there going back probably 20 or so years ago. But I still had, I wasn't completely negative, of course not. But there was elements of it there where I would probably, downsize myself. So that change can happen. Yeah. But it's a continual process because I'm still working on it now. I'm just more positive
and again, it's probably because you recognise it now.
Yeah.
You recognise that what you're saying.
Sometimes
to yourself,
I slip back.
You're hearing.
I have. But you pull yourself out.
Yeah.
And,
but every time you slip back, it's quicker to come back.
It is quicker to come back, and it's having I'll always come back to it's the support network you have around you as well.
Absolutely.
I'm being mindful of that because we are You know, we get conditioned whether we like it or not. We think we're not. We are, and I'm actually a lot more. I'm much more aware of that now. Yeah. There you go. Worked it.
Well done. Well done. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we've kind of been a bit off shift with our monthly mindsets couple of months because we had holidays and stuff. But we booked the holidays before we arranged monthly mindsets. So
did. We should know.
We should know. Yeah.
We do this all the time, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
It's terrible.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. No, I'm never doing it again. Listen, guys, if you got something from it, please share the video and drop some questions. What's anything you want us to talk about for September? So we should be back to
school.
We'll be not should. We're back to. We'll
back
be
to school September.
Back to school September.
Back to school. That's a good
I love
one.
September. It's like January.
Okay, go on.
Because like September, think about it. What you go back to? You go back to school, or you're in a brand new year.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Academic.
For me here as this business, it's great because everyone is. It's like not everyone, but most people have got that mindset of, well, it's a brand new school year. If they've been off with children, or if they've got children as well, the kids are starting a new year. So we actually, like, as a business, we're busy.
Good.
It is like January for about a couple of months, and then there's that crazy thing that happens that we all go and.
Don't mention the C word. Don't mention the C word.
Xmas it comes along, so.
Right.
So September is a good. It's a fresh start.
Yep.
It's a fresh start for children because they go into a brand new school year, and for parents, if you're a parent, it's a fresh start as well because your kids have just gone. You're excited. They might be starting a new school, starting a new school year. If you're not a parent. Never. You've got lots of joy
Enjoy
to look
September.
forward to.
Enjoy September.
Just measure your hairline. No, I think even when I think it got conditioned into me a little bit. September was like that.
Yeah.
Fresh start.
Fresh start.
Yeah. Because the roads will be busy again.
Roads will be busy again, and you get that nice autumnal change. You know, you get that kind of feel when you're back to school.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping we could just. Why can't we let's have some summer up till. This time next year, with rain obviously just every now and then to water the garden.
Every day, with rain every day.
Rain at night, water the garden, and then sun in the daytime. That would be the perfect. All right. Okay. If anyone's still listening, thank you. All right, guys. So we'll be back
early September.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Good stuff.
Catch you then. Drop us some comments. Drop us some questions.
Yeah, comment.
Yeah, challenge us to something to talk about. Yeah. That's to do with what we're talking about.
Nice. Lovely. See you all.
Peace. Bye-bye.